What units are worth it from the August medal exchange in One Piece Treasure Cruise? Let's take a quick look. For 100 medals, we have lots of units this time. Let's begin from the bottom to the top. We have 3 World Journey units, Luffy, Nami and Zoro. None of them are worth it, just for collection purposes. And the same goes for Summer Ace, Marco, V1 Vivi and Perona, and also Shirahoshi. Now Shirahoshi can remove 4 turns of damage reduction and give you a chain boost, but it's not 5 turns and she doesn't really do much else, so not the best unit. The top row characters are essentially the most recent ones available here. Carrot is definitely not worth it, and in my opinion the same goes for Vivi. I have had Vivi for a long time, I have barely used her, she's not that great. Then Khalifa can remove 5 turns of paralysis and silence and do more, which is great, but she cannot resist silence, only remove it, which is horrible, so she's not worth it either. And finally Sugar, maybe the best one out of these bats. She can remove 5 turns of damage reduction and also resilience, and then change all orbs, but not block, into Dex. So if you are in need of the debuff removal, and you can also make the Dex slots matching with a Sailor ability, a Captain ability or a support, Sugar might be useful for you, but I can't really say that any one of these units available here is really worth it. For 150 medals, we have Garp and Fujitora. Fujitora is definitely not worth it. Garp might be, but I wouldn't get him for medals. You will pull him in a Sugofest sooner or later. He gives you a very decent chain lock in his Super Evolution and removes 20 turns of Special Bind, which is great, and he also has a very good support. So he's definitely a decent and usable unit, but probably not one to get from the medal exchange. You will sooner or later get him somewhere else. For 250 medals, both of these dual units here, Mihawk Perona and Nami Robin, fall under the same roof in my opinion, because they can both be very useful in the right situation, but outside of these situations you are not going to use them all the time. For example, Nami Robin can give you a very good orb boost for Dex and Int, and also remove 10 turns of paralysis, and even be useful with slot manipulation with their swap. But if you do not need the paralysis removal, you are probably not going to use them just for the orb boost or the swap. And then for Mihawk Perona, they can make block slots matching and they can give you a very unique conditional attack boost, but if you cannot find a use for the conditional attack boost or make it work in your team, then you are not going to use this unit. They are still one of the most unique units in the game though, and they can even help you in Super Boss, in Kizuna. So if you have found yourself in situations where you needed to use them but you couldn't, I would probably pick them up. For 400 medals, straight off the bat, Ace vs Akainu is worth it. You get 2 units in the price of 1. Versus Ace is incredible lately because whenever you get special rewinded, he can be used immediately as captain to restore your specials. He can give you chain boundaries, one great buff to use lately, and also give you an orb boost and slot manipulation. You also have the Versus ability, just a great unit, and it seems to have taken over Akainu as the best side of the Versus unit, but Versus Akainu is still a great unit to have available. I think it is pretty fair to say, at least based on my use of them, that this is the best Versus unit in the game, and you cannot go wrong with having them in your box. For the rest of the 3 legends available in this price bracket, I can't really say for any of the 3 that they are really worth it. Definitely you can find situations where you need them. They are not bad units, they are all very usable and good units, but for example, V3 Boa Hancock is a great super type unit, but we have so many great Psy, Free Spirit captains, and especially Roger, because so many people have him at this point and he can be directly comparable with Boa because he provides an attack boost and Boa can also provide you with an attack boost, but Roger can give you much more and the attack boost he provides is also better. Her special does not provide you much outside of special cooldown reduction and healing, hence why you might prefer another captain or generally unit to use. For Doflamingo and Katakuri, they are very similar because they are both the first superclass units. I love that Doflamingo as a captain can remove 10 turns of silence from the whole crew, and I love the power that they can both provide with their special for their specific class, but that's what I mean when I say they are similar. They are focused around one class because they are the first superclass units. So if that class does not get special cooldown reduction in Kizuna, for example, you're not using them. If you do not have the ability to even make a full team maybe of that one class, you might prefer another unit. And that is exactly why I'm not certain if they are worth 400 medals. In the correct situation, they can both provide you with a lot of damage, but they can definitely limit your team building more than recent superclass units do. Maybe I don't value them as much because I got them relatively recently during the 8th anniversary and their time has kind of passed, or maybe we haven't found since then the correct situation to use them in. Whatever the case, I am not certain they are worth 400 medals. Maybe someone can tell something different in the comments based on their experience. That is my opinion though on this month's medal exchange. Tell me yours in the comments below or ask me for a specific unit if you have more questions. If this video helped you out, I would really appreciate a like and you can subscribe for more One Piece Treasure Cruise content. Thank you so much for watching, take care and I'll see you in the next one.